I can't believe I'm recording a second season, despite saying I was not going to. But these conversations matter. They challenge how we think about building beauty businesses, reveal what's working and what's broken, and hopefully make the industry better for all of us. As usual, over the next few weeks, we'll be talking to beauty business owners and industry insiders about their journeys, their wins, and their hard lessons. But to kick off this season, we're doing something a little different. We have Toyosi Alexis, accessibility expert, founder of Adaptive Atelier, works with brands like Estee Lauder and MAC, and Precious Omoregie, lawyer and content creator. They're both beauty customers, but they see the industry from angles most people miss. We're talking horror stories, what creates loyalty, what global brands get right that Nigerian salons don't, and what it's like when your work changes how you experience beauty services. Let's get into it. All right, so before we dive into today's nitty gritty, can you just, introduce yourself to us, tell us who you are and what you do?
Okay.
Do you
You
want to
want to go first? You want to?
go?
Okay, let me go first. Hi, my name is Barrister Omoregie Precious.
Barista.
I am a lawyer. I'm also a solicitor as well. And aside from that, I create content once in a while. I'm a lover of beauty. In as much as I create structure for businesses to thrive, I'm a very acute consumer of beauty.
I love that.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you
Toyosi.
for having me.
Hi, I'm Toyosi. I'm a beauty content creator, but then I also own an accessibility consultancy that aims to make businesses and brands inclusive for disabled people. So
Thank you for being here. Okay, so let's start with who you are beyond, beauty customers, right? So Toyosi, you run the Adaptive Atelier. You've worked with Estee Lauder, MAC, Joe Malone on accessibility, Precious. You are a content creator and also a lawyer. How does your work change how you experience beauty services? Do you want to go first?
yeah. So I'll speak about my time at Joe Malone. I think it really taught, because I had always been on the influencer side. So going behind the scenes to see like the data that influences the decisions that people make. I feel like in everything that I do, I'm always thinking of, if I were the consumer, what would my reaction be like? So I remember coming back for the holidays and there was a design week Lagos thing, and there was a beauty brand and they had a stall. I describe myself as very knowledgeable on fragrances, scent notes, all of that. So I went up to the stall and I said, "Hi, like I'd love to know what the notes of this fragrance are." And the lady was like, "Oh, it's rose." And the name of the fragrance was like rose something. So I'm like, obviously it has rose in it, but like the top note, the heart note, the base note. And I just left there feeling like I felt like a lot of Nigerian brands were lacking that kind of like consumer facing experience when it comes to people who like really know their bread and butter. So yeah, that's how I'd say it influenced me. It just made me think of it more from a consumer lens and not just creative, but also what's the data telling you.
Okay. What about you,
Amazing.
Precious?
I'm going to commend you. I need to learn what notes are.
Me too.
Do you know what notes
No,
are?
I don't know. I mean, I have people talk about it, but like, I'm not really into fragrances like that. Like where I say, okay, top note, this. I think it's amazing.
It's
though.
amazing. Like now I know top notes, mid notes. Amazing. Thank you for that. Well, for me, it's quite different because for you it's more of the factual, application. I run a law firm called O&P Solicitors, and we represent beauty brands as well. To name a few, Ezekiel Cosmetics is a Nigerian owned business brand. And what I would say stands out for me and what makes me look into it differently is structure.
Okay.
You go to a couple of establishments and you see people, you just walk in and you're just like, yup, here we go again. I know I'm going to regret coming here. But then at the end of the day, you know that you just want to do a service, right? And people don't have structure. People will just tell you, it's in our policy, and your policy is illegal. What do you mean no refund? When you don't you have not performed any service and you're telling me no refund. You have policies without structure. Your staffs don't know how to speak. So I feel like a lot of them lack structure. They just open businesses and feel like, okay, you know what, I'm running a business, it's a beauty spot, it's very cute, come and take pictures, but they don't even have structure.
Okay, so speaking about structure and like, what you said about when you go into a place and you're like, oh God, here we go again. Give me, both of you, an example of an experience where you've been like, oh God, here we go again. Like, what was that experience? You don't have to say the name if you don't want to.
I don't mind saying the name.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, let's go.
Do you want to go first? Because you're nice.
Yeah, fire. Let's go.
So this is an active matter that is in court right now.
Oh.
Sometime last year, almost a year ago, it's 1 year, my anniversary of suing this company. I literally went to a spot to get my lashes done.
Okay.
I'm like I said, I'm a high-end consumer of beauty. You could say lashes is 200,000 naira somewhere, and I'm like,
yep,
what is happening? I want to see what's happening there.
Yeah.
So if you're well-traveled, you would know that people give higher prices because they're giving you a better service. But in Nigeria, that's not how it works.
Yeah.
People just put prices because they feel like they're not really matching up for the service, and they're not really matching up for like the quality of service you expect. So I'd gone to this place to get my lashes done once, and like I said, you go to a place, they impress you once. You don't need twice. Once it's okay, you're just like, okay, I'm impressed. I made a video for them. It went viral. They had over 1,000 saves on TikTok and on Instagram. A lot of people went there, So I went there the first time, and the second time I went back, I had an eye infection, and my eyes were red, and I complained to them. But like I said, if I had a good experience with you first, mediocre is okay for us in Nigeria because we just feel like this person is doing it for me, so I'm okay with it. But if you're abroad, you would never allow that happen because you're spending high-end money.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, my eyes are red. Like, I don't know if this is normal.
Yeah.
They were first of all trying to gaslight me to say, oh no, is this, is that. So I reached out to my pharmacist, and I go to like a pharmacy, and they were like, oh yeah, your eyes are irritated. This is actually an irritation. You're infected. You need to get this. So I buy medications, and I let them know. They even told me, when you're coming back next time, we'll give you free. I was like, no, you're good. It's okay. And then I travel. And I didn't go back to that place till a couple of days before my summer holiday. And I had moved my flight back to back, and then I was like, I'm going to travel today. And I go there, book my appointment for 9 a.m. I got there 8. If you are a beauty consumer, you can even comment on this video. I don't delay. It's either I don't show up or I come early. I don't like to waste your time. Don't waste my time. I show up there early. I open the door with them, and the manager shows up to me, and she's like, oh, who are you? What did you book for? In my head, I'm like, this is the same structure. If I have a booking and I've dropped a deposit, when I walk in, you should know what I'm coming to do.
Yeah.
And even if you don't, you should be able to speak to me in a way where you know your work.
Yeah.
But you could tell she was new there because that was not the last manager I saw. But she was very rude. But she was like, oh, what service are you going to do here? And I was like, I've booked, I haven't paid my money. So at least go back and check in your back end. My name is Precious. And she's like, what did you book? So I just say, you know what? I know who fixes my lashes. So I'm like, hey, what's up? My lashes, I'm doing my lashes right now. And I tell her what I want. And she's like, okay, mind you, I sent pictures a week before. So I get on the bed, and mind you, 9 a.m. they start my lashes. 11, I'm touching. It's one eye. I'm like, hey,
what's going on?
I need to travel, right?
Yeah.
Like, you can't be on my eyes for this long on one eye. And if you're doing lashes, your eyes are closed the whole time. You are not productive. You can't pay calls. And I'm like, babes, I need to see what you're doing. So I stood up, checked the thing, and I was like, yeah, this is not going to work. Let's take this out. It's fine. I'm not going to be pissed off at you. Just take up the lashes, because remember the last time I came, I had an eye infection.
Yeah.
And I'm traveling, and I'm like, Precious, weigh your options. You can do your lashes in Yankee.
Yeah.
Max, you pay 300K. Do you understand? So I'm just like, it's fine. You won't die if you do your lashes in Yankee. I'm like, take it off. She's like, no, they're begging me. And because this has happened before, I know how it plays. Remember, like I said, I'm like, here we go again. And I'm like, sadly, I can't do what I did the last time, because this time I'm working with time. Please just take my lashes off. And they're still begging. So I stand up, go to the reception. Mind you, this whole time on the phone with my friend, I'm like, what's up? How far? Can you book your people for me? Maybe they can do my lashes at night when I'm done. And I think the manager hears that. So she calls her boss and she's like, oh, this girl says she wants to leave. She said we should remove the lashes. So they're like, oh, they're not going to remove it. And I'm like, okay. They say I should pay for removal. They have my deposit.
They have a deposit now.
I have a deposit. But then at that point in time, I wasn't thinking, because I could tell that girl was trying to rile me up. So I'm like, okay. And if you know me, I'm very quick to anger, but I've changed. So that time I was changing last year. Do you get? I was going through a very drastic change. So I was patient, and I was like, okay, no problem. You want me to pay? No problem. Can I have the bill? She's confused. So she's walking away, walking back, talking to somebody. And I'm sitting at the reception on the phone with my friend. And my friend is like, why would they tell you to pay? I said, calm down, relax. I requested an Uber. I'm like, it's fine. Let them give me the bill. She comes and she's like, ma, even if you pay for the removal, we must remove the lashes from your eyes.
I don't understand.
one eye, and I'm like, okay, it's fine, no problem. You can't touch my eyes because the last time you guys did this, I had an infection. Right now, my eyes are already irritated. I want to pay. I want to go. Let me just cut the long story short. This girl hisses, goes and locks me inside their store and say I cannot leave. And I went live.
No.
People that were on my live video that day knew what happened. This girl locked me in a store for 1 hour. I called the police. I called the Nigerian police. They came. They wanted to take down the door. I said, nobody's doing anything. This will be a lesson to everybody. The girl comes in. She notices I'm live. While I was already on the live, she was sending her minions to come and attack me. I'm broke. Now, this is Nigerians. This is like, look at it. This is how Nigerian businesses act. A client is disgruntled. First of all, this is not supposed to have escalated to you locking me in your shop. I'm a returning customer. I've posted you before. I paid a deposit. You've begged me before that, oh, you're sorry for giving me eye infection. But then the first thing that came to your head was lock that girl in the store. Let her not go anywhere. I have the video. I can even attach it to this. I have evidence. This girl hissed, walked away and locked me. She didn't even know I was recording. And then walked away, her and the staff, they were laughing. Called the police, they showed up. I told them, don't lock anything, let's go to the police station because this is illegal detention. You don't have the right to detain anybody. That's kidnapping. And I'm a lawyer.
Yeah.
And I was so happy that day because I was like, God, thank you. You finally brought something to my lap to use somebody as an example. We go to the station and she changes it. She says, I'm broke. I don't want to pay. She comes with a guy that literally called me a thief. I'm not joking with you. All of this is happening. I'm crying. See, crying does not show that I'm weak. It just shows I'm pissed
Very
off.
upset.
And there are things I want to do, but I can't do it because at that point in time I was like, Precious, you see, you still were patient and these people still did this to you. Because if I had riled up in the beginning, they wouldn't have locked the door. But because they thought I was weak and because I was quiet and still having conversation on, let me pay, let me not pay, let me pay, how much is it? And then the first thing that came to your head was to lock me. If it was the Precious of 2020, I would have broken that door down and gone away and nobody would have done anything. So you see why I said you can still be a sane person.
Yeah.
And they would still treat you like shit. We're in court now anyway, so.
I wasn't expecting that. I'm so sorry that you went through that.
Thank you. It was traumatizing. It is still traumatizing talking about it, as a matter of fact.
I'm so sorry. I am so sorry.
That's
Wow,
fine.
I don't even know how to move on from that.
Yeah.
Do you want to share your horror story?
Like I don't have any crazy horror stories like that, honestly. Like what I was going to share was that someone cut my cuticle where I was bleeding, but nothing.
What I was
Yeah.
going to share is that I got a new infection in the same place like 3 times.
Like-
I stopped going there.
It's crazy.
That is so crazy.
It
That
is crazy.
She locked you in.
Yeah, she locked me. She
So-
told her staff to lock me in.
So you guys are in court now.
Yeah.
And like, so is she? I don't know what the process is. So is she pleading guilty or not guilty? Or you
Of
get
course, she will not plead guilty. As a matter of fact, after that thing happened, I remember I took her to the police station, and they had detained her manager. She, like I said, I had too many evidence. The police people even saw that they locked me in, and they were
Yeah.
telling her to open.
With the-
This manager said she wasn't going to open. That her boss gave her instruction.
to the police.
Yeah, I'm not joking with you. Even Mopos came. It was so bad. And I was so happy that I was live. So I just dropped the phone there, was live, told my lawyers, I said, record this live, we're going to use it. So when I came, like I said, she was sending people to comment on my video, calling me broke and all of that. And I'm like, how does this have to do? I paid the deposit. Whenever I come to your lash studio, I spend nothing less than over 100,000 naira on lashes.
Yeah.
You are not doing my nails, you're not doing. So imagine how much I'm spending. So even if I was broke, I am your customer. Why are you calling me broke because I said I don't want the lashes, I want to take it out? Isn't that a point
And you
for
agreed
you
to even
mediate?
pay for the removal.
Isn't that a point for you to mediate? Oh, when we went to the police station, did I tell you she still made me pay? Oh, I paid that money because I'm going to ask for 10 times that amount from her. Yeah.
Wow.
I paid that money only because I was like, I need my case to be sweet. I don't want anybody coming to say, oh, so why didn't you pay? So I
Yeah.
wanted to do everything in front of the law. I wrote my case. They came to me and said, oh, things happened, I should let it go. The girl never apologized to me. I said, when we left the police station, she posted, you are a lawyer, you don't have money. I said, good.
That's
I've suffered in this
anyway,
country.
I don't want to. Let's not digress. Go ahead.
I think I'm just thinking of the fact that people are paying 100,000
For lashes.
I've never spent that amount.
What's the
Yeah.
most that you spend on a beauty service?
Like maybe like 80 something
For lashes or for
maybe
what?
it's like my hair and like it's
Mm-hmm.
a build up of it. Like maybe they're washing like
Clip.
4
Mhm.
wigs and styling them.
Okay.
Okay,
But
give us
that's
your-
in
can you give us your
Nigeria
hairstylist?
though.
Okay.
But like in London, I
Of course,
spend
yes,
way more.
it's expensive.
No, but I think
But-
services are not very expensive in Nigeria. Like to install your hair,
They're not, or they're now.
They are very expensive.
Okay, yes, I think so
now.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
they
when
are.
you're like 80K for
But to
everything,
install, I just
No, I just
like
saw.
just now. I just did it. I paid like 20 something.
where?
Ah,
Please, can you be telling us
Yeah, and
where?
it's in Lekki here.
Really?
Yeah, his name is Hair by Honey Boy. Like
I've heard about
20K.
him.
yeah,
I've
I
heard
do
about
all
him.
my wig
It's
and stuff.
75K.
This is
We
even
do hair for
blueless.
75,000. They install for 75, and that's another thing. It's so crazy how much we're paying now for hair installation when it's something that you can do by yourself.
what will you do yourself?
No.
Thank you so much. Okay, well, yeah, but I think I definitely agree that things are expensive because like I did my nails and pedicure this past weekend, and I was like, what? I spent 65K. And I thought that was
worth it.
Thank you.
It is worth it.
But
Yeah, nice.
it's expensive. I'm so sorry.
Yes,
like
it is.
pedicure and no.
Oh, pedicure and everything.
Yes.
60.
66,
You guys need
65.
to. Maybe
No, but
I'm
I
going
feel
to
like that's
places.
affordable. Well,
That
it?
is affordable.
Oh, it's not.
Pedicure,
I mean, was it
pedicure
home
is
service, right?
30,000.
What?
Was
No,
it home
pedicure is
service?
30.
I went to the
that's
nail
crazy.
salon. It wasn't
That
at
is-
home.
That.
Nails. The guy I go to in Lekki, I don't want to mention his name before he thinks I hate him. I love you so much. I love my nails. I spend nothing less than 70K for my nails walking.
What
My pedi,
are they doing on your nails though?
French tips. Sometimes
Yeah,
they
I
just
spent
draw.
like 50 something, 40 something,
Yeah.
50 maybe
Okay,
if
so
I
yeah.
watch some
And the
kind
one
of
that's cheap then.
design.
But you have good people because you're complaining. and-
Yeah, they're nice.
There's some people that take 100K for walking to do it. I'm not joking.
No.
I'm not joking.
No. At least celebrity nail people like
well,
Some
home
of them
service.
not home service in the studio. 100,000, 80,000, 90,000.
Does the nail last like 5 weeks?
Yeah. Any nail I do actually lasts very long. My lashes last long. I know how to take care of my beauty maintenance because I won't spend 100 and something K and be useless or
Yeah.
careless with it. So
Okay, so question for you. Actually, no, you've talked. I don't.
yeah,
I don't
I'm
want.
traumatized. I'm still recovering.
I'm so
I'm
sorry.
recovering.
So let's go to you, Toyosi, right? So even using Precious's example of you wouldn't get that kind of service abroad. I mean, it's a lie. Some of them are crazy abroad.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But like, so in your experience, right, both in your work that you do and even just you as a beauty customer, what would you say are some of the gaps that you see between how service is delivered here in Nigeria versus like in the UK or in the US? Like, what are some gaps that you see?
So I was actually just ranting to someone that I hope it doesn't seem like I'm screaming at Nigerian businesses.
scream.
But I think I just feel like Nigerians can be very dishonest, and so like you go in and you say, "Can you do this?" And because before you get there and they say yes, they can do it, then you get there and
I can do it.
they're not doing the right thing. Like I went to a store in Lekki, they said they know how to do buyer, blah blah blah.
Everybody is doing buy
Yeah, and I've done buy up before. So when he started, I was like, this thing that you're doing, I don't think it's buy up. The nails were so bad. I just asked him to take everything off. And I just left. I still paid. And I
Of
feel
course.
like
They will
in
make it.
England, they would have said something like, no, like we want to get this right.
Right.
Like we want you to like your
Yeah,
nails.
yeah,
So like maybe come back tomorrow if you have to like go somewhere.
yeah.
But in Nigeria, as long as you
You're
pay, they
paid,
don't
that's
really
all.
care like whether you like it. It's not like this everywhere.
Yeah.
I'd also say in terms of accessibility, like I'm deaf, so I had like I don't really try new places. Like I have
The
very
same.
specific places I go to because, for instance, let's say I'm washing my hair, I have to take out my hearing aids, and I have severe hearing loss, so I don't hear without my hearing aids. In England, I feel like it's actually tougher. Let me
Really?
be honest, especially as a black girl.
Yeah.
White people, I feel like they might have it a bit easier, but being a black person, let's say you're going to the African aunties to go and braid your
Oh
hair
my
because you don't want to
God.
spend so much money, and then also there's so many things that you pay for as add-ons. Or if you want to detangle your hair, if you want to wash it, if you want to.
That's also in the UK. I thought that was only like in the US that they did that.
Oh,
where
it's
they
in
like
the UK. Like if you
everything is yeah.
If you're doing a wig install, you must come with your hair.
Hair
There's even-
wash.
Oh yeah.
Somebody even posted a picture. I mean, I followed the instructions, of like how your hair should be braided for the wig. Like you braid.
Oh, so
under,
they don't
you
even
They're not even-
cornrow it there.
Yeah.
for
Oh no,
you.
they don't.
They don't
No,
cornrow.
no, they don't.
Yeah.
And a lot of them don't even know how to like braid. So it's
Yeah.
not like they don't want to help you. They don't know how to.
They don't know how to do
So
it
you wash your hair by
properly.
yourself, you comb it by yourself,
Yeah,
then you
Yeah.
don't go there
wash
to guy.
it.
Then just
Yeah.
install it by yourself at home now.
Yeah, but then here, for instance, for my natural hair, I go to Heritage Hub. Love their service. Like I have never been to, and this is not an ad or anything. Like I've never been to a salon that is super inclusive. There's a lady, I don't know if I can mention her name, but she does my hair and she knows I'm deaf. But there are some salons I go to and I'm like, I'm deaf, and they keep talking to me when my hearing aids are out, and I don't know why. Like maybe they think magically like I have some kind of speaker or something that I'd be able to
maybe
hear.
they're just not
they're
even
not
paying
educated.
It's
attention.
really insane.
They're
But like
not-
she's so like anything she wants to say to me, she says it before
Yeah.
I take off my hearing aids and before my ears are wet, because
Yeah.
she knows that.
Yeah.
When she's spraying my natural hair with like a spray bottle, she's aware of like, so she like she's just so
Attentive.
Attentive.
Yeah.
attentive to details. So like I feel like Nigerians can be dishonest, but they are really good people
Yeah.
out there,
Yeah.
and businesses that have taken the initiative to be very on it in terms of what you get.
Okay. So with you, right, you know, you're deaf, you know, so obviously like when people are, does it change how you experience like beauty services, right? So, you know, you give the example of the lady at Heritage who is very attentive and she knows, okay, to tell you everything before you have to take out your hearing aids. Do you find that in other situations, for example, you have to, which is very weird, but like you then have to be the one to then overcompensate for the fact that, you know, I can't hear you.
I can't hear you.
Right. Or do you have an experience where it's maybe made the service providers give you bad service or just act in a way that's just like not kind or
Because I don't really go to new
Or different
places.
people, yeah.
Like if I find something good, I will go
Stick to
there
it.
over and over again. I wouldn't say because of my hearing loss, no. I think they're just people that act insensitive. But like hair is the only thing that affects like my hearing aids.
yeah.
Yeah, and like I feel like I kid you not, I've been going to the same place for years. So I feel like I've had a very good
Good
experience
relationship.
Yeah.
both here and also in the UK as
Okay.
well.
Okay, that's good. Moving on to you,
That's so
Precious. So you're a content creator, you have a lot of followers. Does that change how, like, so when you go into a new place, for example, does that change how people maybe perceive you or how they give you service?
Actually, yeah,
Okay.
but not for the good. Yeah, you might think that when you walk into certain places, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, she's here, let's do our best. Instead, now people are more guarded. They're like, oh my god, she'll soon, any small thing now, she's going to go and post us. And so they're more, instead of them to use it to their advantage, they raise their levels of like their walls, thinking that I'm coming to do a bad review when you can just be yourself. So you see, that's now where structure and an entire team comes to play. You have somebody that has a huge following walk into your establishment, and the first thing that's coming to your head is, I better go, she's going to go and post us, or you know, you might make it a video, they'll say, please don't record me. Of course I'm not going to record you, I don't know you, why would I record you? But you know, they tend to be very defensive and they just act very funny. But there's some places I've been to and they give you the best service and they're like, oh, can you tag us? Those are the people that understand business. But
Yeah.
other people are just like, yeah, this girl is here again recording. I wonder what she's going, maybe she's going to review us bad. It's stressful being in this country.
Okay, Toyosi, so I know your work is about accessibility, right? What are some accessibility lessons that apply to not just beauty customers, but like just everyone in general, right? So what do you think that Nigerian beauty businesses can do better? So, you know, Heritage is fantastic. What do you think that people can learn from like a Heritage or your hair guy? Yeah.
I think it's just to be kind. Like that would be my first, because like kindness is something everybody understands. Well, hopefully. I think in terms from the structure angle you spoke about, we have like on the apps the different questions they ask you, like, are you natural, relaxed,
Yeah.
or transitioning. Like you can also have a section that says like,
That's true.
if you want to disclose your disability, or maybe like, because there are deaf people that are non-verbal, but then in Nigeria they call them deaf and dumb, which is like really bad. But so things like that, having things like that, some people might be autistic, some people might have ADHD, some people might need wheelchair assistance, like, which are all things that actually Heritage have. Like they have a lift, they have
an
a
elevator,
lift. I don't think they intend to have this, but the location that they are in, it's so. That's what I'd say. Like the sensitivity, kindness, and also just the intentionality behind the business, like the services that you're providing people. And when you listen well, you become more sensitive.
Yes.
Also, not everything being about money, because like no, it's really bad. I don't understand it. Like I get it, because the country is tough and like everybody's like, we need to make money, we need to hit our targets, but when it comes to building a business, it's so much more than, oh, I need to meet XYZ target. I need to, like, you actually need to ensure that your customers feel safe. For instance, speaking from my perspective as a deaf person, things that I appreciate going into the salon is I lip read. So for instance, some people might wear masks. The hairstylist that does my hair, if she's wearing a mask, she'll pull it down to say what she needs to say, put it back off. So little things like that. Or if she's washing my hair and she needs to tell me something, but I can't hear, she'll type on my phone.
I really like that. She's very attentive. Yeah.
So like but you don't see that in a lot of places. And I'm willing to let go of bad places and pay more for like better places. Just to. So that's what I say from my perspective. Obviously, I remember like there's a club in Nigeria recently. I think they just reopened and they built like a car ramp for like some people might know what
I know what you're talking about. I was there yesterday.
What club is this?
They built like a
the
car
one that
ramp.
they have is a prison.
The prison. Oh, that's actually my favorite. I'm obsessed with that place.
Oh my god!
I got to go this weekend.
They said they built a car. I haven't been to the new one, but like they were like for people to put like their nice cars and park it up there. I was like, really? So like people that tell you they don't have money to build wheelchair ramps for disabled people.
I was thinking that you're going to say that they put it there for
wheelchair
access.
Where you were going to. I was
like,
so how kind of them?
Yeah, it's for cars.
Like,
actually, because you have to jump down. You can't like. To get there, you need to jump down. It's not like a wheelchair person can pass there.
Yeah.
That is insane. So for the car.
Yeah, just for the car.
So like people that tell you that they can't.
Excuse me.
Yeah, because I have friends that are in wheelchairs and they live. When they're visiting Nigeria, I have a friend. He went to KFC and he wanted to order. I think you know.
Yeah, I saw.
He wanted to order something. They told him he couldn't. Wheelchair users were not allowed. This was like 2 years ago.
Yeah,
I'm not joking.
They're not allowed.
Yes.
That is so silly.
They told him to leave, and like, do you know how crazy that is? Because you read about these things in books and like in the olden days. It still happened. So yeah, I just think we need to be more kind, more sensitive, and more intentional about disabled customers.
And more educated, because you can't be running a business and be uneducated. You can have uneducated people around you, and education is not just school.
No, it's not.
It's about teaching them what it is. How are you? And they will have a HR department, and that HR department, you see again, structure. Your HR department is not telling you that people can come in here and they might be autistic. I, for one, I have ADHD, so things get to me faster. So that's why when I'm not getting what I want, I'm starting to be like, you know what, I'm done. I want to leave. But people feel like, oh, this one just likes problem. But you need to understand that different people, like some people just want things a particular way, and if you can't deliver it, just let them know you can't, instead of getting emotional.
Yeah. Oh well, thank you for that. I can't believe. I can say their name. I can't believe Boho.
Oh my god!
A ramp for cars.
I mean, in Nigeria, that's the Nigerian mentality. They're like, why is somebody with a disability going to the club?
I don't understand. Well, they're part of society too now.
And I also just want to say something that like, when it's also part of like the education and the stigma aspect.
Yes.
Because when you see disabled people in Nigeria, a lot of them are in like wheelchairs on the road, maybe unemployed, living in poverty. So it it's actually quite rare to see somebody that is disabled doing things. Like I remember growing up and people wanting to box me into just, and I'm like, no, I love beauty, I love makeup, I love
Oh.
I love
skincare, I
that.
love
Yeah,
all of
yeah,
these
yeah,
things.
yeah.
And so it's just like allow people to just express who they
Themselves,
want
yeah.
to be as
Yeah.
well. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so
So tragic.
with moving to you, Precious, like, so Toyosi like shared about, you know, being attentive, kindness, things that are very important, and the customer experience important to her when, you know, I guess choosing and staying loyal to a business. What matters more to you, just generally? I know structure is one.
Structure is one, but I think it's important for you to have a very good business strategy.
Okay.
You know, your Instagram ad might bring me, but you know,
What's going to keep you?
what's going to keep me? I might come in there now and I'm just like, yeah, this is just all. You have to have a good business strategy. When I walk into your establishment, what are you doing that is going to make me stay? Are your people educated? Do you know about the services that you are providing? A lot of people just pick services and just say, yeah, I'm just going to pick this. Somebody's going to be able to do it. And you're not even able to provide that service to the full extent. You know, I'm going to give this experience. I know this vendor is going to hate me. Somebody reached out to me and she was like, oh, she wants me to influence for her. And I was like, okay. She wanted to do fillers, you know, fillers and a couple of other beauty stuff. And I'm very knowledgeable in this. And aside from being like a lawyer, there's a aesthetics society called Apsman in Nigeria, and I happen to be their lawyer, right?
Okay.
So maybe she thought reaching out to me, I was going to be like, oh my God, fillers, thank you so much, you have helped my life. And I'm like, okay, can I see a certification? I mean, you want to inject me?
Yeah.
You know, I know I'm an influencer, and people think that influencers don't have the right to ask for the service that you're doing, but can I see a certification? Can I give you a contract? If anything happens, are you going to be able to? The woman just say, oh my bad, bro, this is not what I'm signing up for. So I feel like if you're running a service and I ask you questions, it shouldn't be a thing for you to be defensive or thinking I'm trying to talk down on you. It should be a time for you to, like, if I ask you now what you do, you're going to talk about it with pleasure. You're not going to be defensive and say, why are you asking me? I beg, I don't want. If you ask me about law, I would explain to you and tell you this is what I do. But I think for people that offer beauty services, they feel like it's a thing of, how can you be asking me that kind of question?
Yeah, like your question.
Yeah,
and
what do
your
you think? I'm asking you.
What do you think the gap is there, though? Is that a Nigerian thing? Where
It
it's
is a
like,
Nigerian
don't
thing.
question me.
Yes, it is a Nigerian thing. They
Yeah.
feel like there's no need for you to
It's
question
ego.
them. Yeah, it's ego.
Pride. It's like the other day, I mean, this wasn't with beauty, but I asked somebody, like, how long have you been doing some tech accessibility thing? He said, you know, how can, because it was clear that he didn't know what he was doing. I've been working with clients for 10 years. How can you be asking me that? That's an insult. I'm like,
It's a
just all
question,
kinds of
sir.
things.
Yeah.
And I also think
know,
it's a
yeah,
thing
it's
with
an ego
women.
thing.
Like, I feel like if a guy asked you, what's your certificate?
You'll be so happy to.
to
But then
give
why is
it.
this girl asking me?
How
It's
dare
like, oh,
she?
this one is problematic.
That's it.
That's the thing. If once you want to know details of your business strategy, they're like, oh, this one she wants this is problem. I don't want this person, and that's why it's so sad. I rather that's why now I just go to salons. But like you said, there's another salon I love going to, Whitney White Beauty. I go there and
She's a
it's like
nice
I'm,
customer.
oh, you see, I'm just relaxed. Like I know that if I complain, they're going to take it up. Like it's a
Immediately,
complaint. I'm a customer, not she's complained. I don't even know what I did, but they take it up and it's a one-stop beauty hub. You're doing your lashes, you're doing your nails, you're doing your hair. They even have a tattoo parlor. So for me, it's just like it's a comfortable place for me. I just go there and I'm just like I'm spending the whole day at Whitney White, moving from sections to sections.
Yeah. Okay, so both of you, what do you think? So when you get your hair, nails, or whatever done, and you're just observing, you know, how the businesses are like operating, what do you think they're doing right, but really you're like, nah, this makes no sense?
Gossiping.
Ooh.
They don't gossip right. You know, they use their eyes. I can tell. Well, it's probably because I help a lot of business structure and I deal with a lot of my clients' staff all the time. But I see staff and I'm just like, yeah, you know, I saw that, right? You know, I know you're going to gossip about me later, right? And sometimes I'm just like, what did you say? Yeah, I just said what you told her. What did you say?
I don't understand. Like, they got something in front of you about you.
They
Yeah,
gossip
like
with eyes.
Yoruba.
There's
I mean,
gossip in
I don't
Yoruba,
understand Yoruba, but it's very
I always
common.
know.
Like, I just
They're not even
sense-
doing it right. I always know.
People are still doing that these days.
Yeah, they do it.
They do it so, or
They
they're
do
reading
it.
your chat. They're looking at your phone.
Yeah.
They don't do it right. They don't do it well. They need to come up. Like if you're I'm not saying you shouldn't gossip about your customers, but like right in front.
I mean, you
should be able
shouldn't
to-
actually. Why are
You should be able to
cussing?
like if you go abroad when you're abroad and you're doing your nails or anything, they're not talking to their colleagues. Nothing.
No,
Everybody's
if
they're
you
facing the
go
wall.
to the nail studio, if you go to the Asian nail studios, they're
don't
gossiping about you.
Yeah, but they're not even
What's
saying it in
in-
front of you, and they're on your nails, doing your nails, and they'll be like, "You fine? You like?" They smile, but when you go, they probably gossip about you. But right
After
there,
you do, fair
yeah.
enough. Okay, so what do you think? Or rather, what's something that salons think that customers care about, but then you're like, no, we don't really care about that. So like, just because I know that a lot of places these days have, they've put in like a lot of money into making the space look very pretty, which I appreciate. But then, does it really matter if the service is not great, or given everybody here is serving, is giving super two and water? Again, appreciate the snack, but like, in the grand scheme of things, what actually really matters to customers? Is it those things, or is it the service, or is it the
Service is the only thing people are coming. I'm not coming to your shop to come and eat bubble, drink bubbles, juice, and 5 naira biscuits. If I wanted, I'd have bought on my way. I like it, thank you. But most of the time, I'm not going to the salon to eat. I'm going to do my hair because first of all, there's hair everywhere. So why am I eating? Or I'm
Fair.
doing lashes, you're giving me Coke and Fanta, so I'll vomit as I do my lashes. Like, please, work on your service, work on your staff hygiene, work on your business. Like, we want good service. I don't know, it's not too much to ask, and it's getting out of hand that even in the beauty industry, I cannot count 5 vendors or 5 service providers and one person will not say, they did that to me, or this person did that to me. So now it's now scarce to find a beauty provider that is doing 100% good job, like, or they're trying their best.
do you
or they're-
gatekeep? Sorry,
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have some most
do.
of the things I share, but I have some very, very like my wax lady
Yeah.
that comes to my house. I
gatekeep, I'm
cannot
sorry.
share her. Yeah,
Because the
no,
moment you
absolutely
expose them,
not.
they will now start, you see the same thing. They don't know how to handle the influx of people coming, and then next thing you've lost that good person. So I'm sorry. My wax lady, my nails lady that now comes to my house that does my hand, my nail, everything, home service, 50K, I've never shared.
so you
No.
Oh my god.
You have to beg.
You have to share.
pay
After
me.
you share after once the camera stop rolling, you
Maybe,
share.
but you can't share to anybody.
No,
else.
I won't share to anybody.
But we have to get. That's how it is now, because you're getting good service from somebody. My friend Tayo the other day was posting about how she posted one girl that did her lashes, and then the next time she went, the girl did a horrible lash for her. And like, again, this is a returning customer. She has issues with the lashes. You're supposed to reach out to them and say, "I'm so sorry you felt like, let me sort it." Instead, you're saying, "Well, there's nothing I can do," and you're being so rude to her.
Yeah.
Come on, like,
Yeah.
if she had not posted that, would she do that? She has got a customer already saying, "I mind." She's like, "Come on, you might as well go out. There are people coming. Like, I don't care."
So like, does influencer marketing like work on you? Like, so would you go somewhere because an influencer has posted about her nails or her hair? No shade to you, precious, but would you go?
Yeah, like when I moved back, and I was trying to find out like the places that people go. I have an influencer from the UK that posted about this guy that does my installs, but does it in a very UK girl specific way, which is what I like. So I went there, and I've been going there ever since.
Really?
And then also from the perspective of like, I posted a TikTok like 2 years ago. The guy that does my hair again, and then I was trying to book for the next week. He was airing me. I couldn't believe it. And then he eventually replied,
This is
told
why
me
we
to come
gatekeep,
in.
Layo.
He was like, "Toyosi, thank you so much." Like, he showed me the influx of DMs, and like, I feel like it depends. Like, if you look good and the person that is watching you kind of like likes that kind of beauty style, then it works. But if there's some influencers I don't listen to.
I don't know that I'm not the target audience for influencers. No.
I don't think so. Maybe you're just being strong-hearted somehow.
I don't
some way.
think so. I'm trying to think of one place that I go to, or one thing that I do now because I saw someone
do it.
What I would do, or what I do, is I would typically like ask my friends, right?
But that's kind of
That's still influencer marketing, because they
But
probably got
typically,
they got their own
anyway.
information from an influencer.
Typically, I'm the one who's doing the influencing. So like, because I'm very much into beauty, like with my friends, they're always asking me, "Hey, Layo, where should I go and do so?" Yeah. Or where should I do my nails, stuff like that. So I'm not actually saying, "Oh no, go here, go here." But I don't think I've seen, because of Splice, like I I know a lot of beauty businesses,
Okay,
but I don't think I've seen anybody or any influencer. And I'm like, oh my gosh, your hair slaps. I want to go to where you did your hair. No.
Also, can I also say that a lot of businesses from the brand side are lacking like the data. So like Google Analytics, all of that. So we actually at Drumlin used to track.
Yeah.
Let's say like when an influencer posted, we'd be able to track
To
the
see
number of sales to
attribution.
that
Yeah.
specific story. And it's just a story post, organic posting, but like we actually had tools that helped.
Nice.
A lot of businesses don't
Yeah.
in Nigeria, so they can't even track, and that's why people think influencer marketing isn't working. But like, because that's
I agree with that. I think how I think about it too, and this is just me and my bias speaking now. I feel like we've kind of overdone influencer marketing here in a very obvious way that it just doesn't feel authentic anymore. Okay, now now that I've seen your hair, I'm like, yes, I want to
go there.
Do you get? Because I've seen it. I probably even ask you once we're done shooting tonight, where'd you get this wig from? I love this hair, right?
I could guess where it's from. Maybe
Just start with a T or
Okay.
Maybe a hair.
No.
Is
It's this place called TM Luxury Hairs.
Oh, I haven't heard of that.
Yeah, I randomly like.
Please write it down, somebody.
Very nice.
Yeah,
It's really nice hair.
I've had it for like 3 years now.
Oh wow, it looks really nice, like really really nice.
Very nice.
Oh yeah, so like I feel like influencer marketing here has just been overdone. Like it's everybody that has 100,000 followers. Like I expect you to be influencing, but now if I saw some girl that's consistently posting and she looks good and I don't know, she posts about some, I don't know, gym outfit that she got. So I'm like, okay, you look good. Okay, let me go and see what it's about. But like, I wouldn't care if she has 5K followers or even 2K followers, right? I think a lot of times here and I get it, we bank on, you know, did I have 100K followers or 50K or whatever? But then if the followers are not even like engaged, then to me, it's just like you're just wasting money.
Yeah.
That's how I see influencer marketing. But again, that's my bias.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
It's still correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So then moving on. So both of you kind of do influencing work or content creation. Have you ever had an experience where you've done content for like a brand, a beauty brand or beauty service business one time, but you've just never gone back after that time?
In Nigeria?
Anywhere.
I think I have.
I want to hear this story.
But this was not a Nigerian brand. It was an American brand that reached out to me, and they wanted to send me like a swimmable wig.
Oh.
Right? Yeah. It's that weird.
Yeah.
So it's like fiber hair, but apparently you can wear it to swim.
And doesn't tangle.
Yeah, but like I didn't really get the concept because why are you swimming with a wig when your hair is wet? So your hair is going to get wet and the wig is going to get wet. So like, anyways, she said she was going to send out the product to me, and she did. And when she did, I wasn't in the country at that time. I was in Nigeria. My sisters were laughing at it. They were like, "Yo, what the hell is this?" So I was like, "Ma'am, can I send this back?" At first, she was also being. I don't like when people nag me. Like it was a collab. She wasn't paying. I accepted to do the collab with her because she was Nigerian. So I was like, okay, no, like you're my Nigerian sister, we're Yankee together, no problem. And then she started like acting like she was paying me. Like, you know when someone is like, hey, so when are you going to post today? I'm going to post tomorrow. I need the video by, and I'm just like, first off, I'm still thinking of how I can walk around it. Because people think like when they send you a product, immediately it comes to your head. For me, I have to like look at the product and see what I can, because I don't make videos to just make videos. I have to like the product, know about it, and know what I'm going to say. So for her, she expected me to do it immediately. And I was like, I need to send this back to you. And then when I did, she started calling me all sorts of, she started insulting me, saying all sorts
How they was insulting you? I should have known you.
My dear, I thought it was me. I thought it was me. That's why I said, I thought I was like, you know what, at this point, I just thought that's okay, I'll send it back. So next thing she said, I didn't even know she was black. I thought she was white Nigerian. So when she was like, oh, in that country, I don't even know what they're teaching you. I was like, you're Nigerian. Like, why would you say that? But like, again, I always allow a lot of things. So that's why people now get angry when I'm not like, hey, I'm going to stop you there. So that's the thing about being too nice. When you allow too many things and you stop it at some point, you feel like they're disrespected. Like, why would you do that? So
What's been the best experience that you've ever had at a beauty business? Where you're like, wow, this service or this experience was amazing.
Um, can I say every time?
Good.
I love
Every
doing
time.
my hair. I love doing my nails. I love the entire experience. I'd say, honestly, I feel like I've already said it, and it sounds weird because it's like it's just natural hair. No shade to natural hair, but like heritage. Like I go there and I feel on top of the moon after. Like I
love
just feel
that.
so pampered.
Yeah.
I remember I sent my sisters there. Like they were like Toyosi and my cousins, like my female cousins, they were like, what on earth? Like I actually understand what you were talking about.
Yeah.
So that's what I say. But to just circle back a bit, there's something you asked about, what do we not care about, and it's content.
Okay.
I feel like a lot of businesses, like they see you walk in and then immediately they have the camera up filming, they want to make content. Like I'm like, no, like I need you to just do the hair,
Yeah.
and if the hair is nice, then but I
Yeah.
just feel like also not everybody wants to film
I was just
content.
about to
Like,
say
you just
that
want
that's
to
not
get your
very
hair
legal
done
to
and
just
you want
record
Yeah.
people without asking
In
for
the
permission.
mission,
and
yeah.
you just want to leave.
Yeah.
So but yes, I would say heritage in my opinion.
Okay. What about you, Precious?
I say Whitney White.
Okay.
I like going there. For me, like I said, I spend my whole day. I go there early. I leave with them in the evening. Yeah.
Wow.
Because you're just relaxed.
You
Because if you're in a
sleep there.
salon and you're relaxed, you are begging, please don't finish your time. You're done with your lashes. You're going to do your hair. I think she's the only person that makes me want to braid. But I'm just like, I just like it from afar. Don't just do my normal like install and let me do my hair, my nails, and it's in all one place. There's something about having a beauty spot that has everything in one
yeah.
place. You just know you're moving from rooms to room. You can slip off doing your nails, slip off doing your lashes, and then you're just done for the day. I think it's an amazing beauty spot. That's for me. I like going. Now I'm talking about it. I'm like, maybe I should go there today.
No,
right?
honestly, I think so. Like I never. Okay, so I loved washing my hair, but when you live in London, you learn how to wash your hair yourself. You learn how to do everything
by yourself, yeah.
Heritage, I just go and I sleep off while she's washing my hair. I don't sleep off in public. But wow, it's an amazing.
Oh, that's nice. Well, shout out to Heritage and
Whitney White. Beauty.
Okay, so if you could both fix one thing with Nigerian service businesses, what would that thing be?
I would give them free structure. I would sit them down and say, hey, I'm going to need you to read this. You, MD, owner of the company, read this first. As you're reading it, where's your manager? Give everybody a contract. When somebody's coming in, your refund policies have to align with the laws of Nigeria. Get it? Like, I would literally sit them down and do it for them for free. It's that bad now that you go to establishment and you're just like, hi, do you guys have legal? Can I help you? Because this cannot go on. You would literally crash. Because imagine I went somewhere and the MD said, lock her in. If you had a lawyer on standby, they would literally tell you straight up, that is illegal. Why would you do as a business? Why would you even put yourself in that kind of liability? And it just doesn't make any sense to me. So a lot of them, I would help them for free, but I can't help everybody. But I feel like they all need to go back to the drawing table for structure.
What about you?
Digitalization, study word, and loyalty points. So
talk to me about that, sweetheart.
I'd say I use Fesha. Like there's an app called Fesha when I was in London. I loved it because when I go somewhere, I can also see where, like when I went there, who did my hair the last time, and I feel like your platform also does that as well. I don't want to talk to your social media manager or your admin manager every time I want to book a service. Like sometimes I'm not bad, but I don't want to talk to anybody. I just want to go on an app, book it, and know that you've seen it. Nigeria is so like can be so anxiety-inducing that I book on the app. But then I still go on Instagram and say, please, have you seen my because sometimes like you just don't know. And so I just feel like if people were more hands-on with that digital aspect of things, like a lot of my friends, people I know do not like the experience of talking to people every single time. Some people like it. I don't mind it sometimes, but a lot of the times I want to wake up, go book it and know that I booked it. And then loyalty points, I I know you're making money every time somebody is a returning customer, but sometimes like give us some points. Like maybe I had a nail place in London. Like I had this coupon, and if I did my hair, if I did my nails there 7 times in a row, the 8th time I'd get like 50% off or something like that.
That's a smart one.
And I used to carry that card everywhere.
Some
which
people
was
actually still do
digital.
that.
Yeah.
People do that, but I've not seen that. I've seen that
Yeah.
abroad, but not in Lagos.
Yeah, some people do that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It incentivizes people.
It does.
Because Heritage, not to go back.
You could please
but
go back.
they do hair treatments specialized for your hair for I think like 23K or 20 something K, and it comes with 8 corners.
Oh, that
Really?
is
It's
still.
fantastic.
Yeah.
So like
Oh no, that
when
yeah.
I go there, I rationalize everything. I'm like, if I was to wash my hair and then ask you to do corners for me, you would charge me. Like it's like no,
Yeah.
like I'm just.
Okay, so like with loyalty points, or just like loyalty in general, what do you prefer? Do you prefer when they give you like a discount or a free service?
Free service, please. Give me a free service. Give me a free service. You can even say come 15 times, come 10 times, but you see that free service, it'll make you want to go, because at the end of the day, they're going to pay for that free service. If you tell me do 7 service and you get to the 8th one free, of course I'm going to come. I might even come on at the 7 times and forget.
Yeah.
Then you probably be the one to tell me, oh,
You already earned your.
the excitement of something free than 50%. 50% I still have to pay. But free, I want to now keep doing it so I can always get. So imagine you're telling somebody 8 times now. So it means you get 50% off maybe twice or 3 times a year. Because it's not going to be.
You have a
come on,
point.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's 3 times a
Fair.
year, so that's free services 3 times a year.
My nail place, they do come 10 times. Is it 10 or 9? One of those numbers, yeah. And then you get you get a free pedicure on your. Yeah, I love it. And sometimes, even if you don't do the pedicure, you can apply the credit towards your bill. So, for example, which I think is very clever, because I might not want a pedicure because I just did pedicure last week, right? But okay, give me
That
that
10K,
that 10K or
was
15K.
added to my bill.
I love it.
I
love it.
Oh, yeah.
But what about you? So is it the same thing too? Do you prefer free service or discount? It doesn't matter. Just like you just reward
So
me.
from the business angle, right?
No, for you as a customer.
For me as a customer, I would take anything free, like literally. Honestly, why would if you're offering me free at
Why should
50%, I take free.
Yeah.
But I know
Forever.
some businesses might not be in the position.
Of course,
to be
you
able
have to
to
do that.
But
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
And then so when you're okay, well, do you try new places or do you stick to the
I
same
do.
place?
I try new places all the time.
What makes you try a new place?
I'm very spontaneous.
Okay.
I could pass like one street and see a salon, and I'm just seeing KKK salon WXYZ, and I'm like, they won't pass. I'm very weird. I can say if I pass the salon 3 times this week, I'll go, and that's it
Oh
for
my
me.
god.
Yeah. So that's why people used to show me shiggy, because I don't hear word. I just randomly go to places and expect them to all know how to do stuff. Which is how it used to be. Like growing up, your mom would say, oh, let's go and do all back for you. They will say, this person doesn't know how to do all back. Everyone knew how to do all back. So in my head, I just feel like everyone should be able to do basic beauty products without me having to explain or shout.
I think people are very skilled here now.
Or people are, the skill isn't the problem, but the service.
The service delivery of it.
The delivery is...
Yeah.
Service delivery is weird.
Okay. All right. Well,
I feel like I try, but I'm actually like I'm obsessed with Google reviews. And a lot of Nigerian businesses don't pay attention to that. But
I don't read
those
Google
of us who
reviews.
love Google reviews, I have an account where I go anonymous and I just drop Google reviews.
Really?
Yeah, good and bad ones. Like I look at Google reviews.
you do.
Yeah, I used to do it in London, and then obviously just coming here, I'm like, yeah, Google reviews.
That's crazy.
Because you know how you have the pictures of the food on the Instagram. That's not how the food is.
Yeah.
You go to Google to see
True.
the
That's true.
customers who have taken pictures.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so
Yeah.
actually, no. What's been a scathing? Oh, what's been an experience that made you leave a scathing review?
Let me be honest. I haven't had any.
Okay, that's
in
great.
Nigeria.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
You're the problem.
You need to go to Google reviews to, yeah.
Well, I don't think anybody really checks. Do you check Google reviews?
No, she said that she hasn't had any bad experience.
with Google reviews.
No, with beauty people.
It's not possible.
You are- see,
I'm not-
Precious.
Maybe you don't explore.
Precious, yeah, the
I
problem.
don't explore though. That's
why
why
she said she doesn't explore.
I stick to the
They gave you
places.
infection on your neck 3 times. You're even worse than me. At least
I
the
can't
first
believe
time.
people don't check Google reviews.
No, we don't check.
They're so good, and they're always like anytime a business like 3.9, 4.1.
Let me check those people that locked me.
Actually,
Let me show
yeah,
you guys.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not going there. Like I just
People have
close
gone
it.
there before.
Yeah.
I don't do actually that's true. What do I do? I don't do reviews though. I do it when I travel.
Yeah.
I will actually look at reviews when I travel, but here I don't look at reviews.
Not everybody leaves reviews. Though.
Yeah.
But for the people that do, you know that it mattered enough to
Yeah,
go
for them to go and
type.
type. What are you doing, ma?
I'm looking at this girl's Google reviews, the woman that locked me.
Is it bad?
Apparently, after this thing happened, a lot of my followers went there to go and comment. So she'll probably be making people do the Google reviews.
Oh my
You're right.
God.
Is it up?
No, she's gotten a lot of people to comment.
Mhm.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
And they probably got people to remove their bad reviews because a lot of people, even people I went that I referred there that had infections too, came on Google reviews.
Infections is crazy though.
Let me give my review right now.
Okay, well, that's it for today's episode of Beyond
give my review right
Beauty.
now.
The Real Talk on Beauty Business. I hope that beauty businesses who watch this are working on with like 1 or 2 things about how to make the experience better. So kindness matters, being attentive matters. The experience of your service and your space also matters as well. And then, customers want to come back to you. Give them a reason to come back. All right, so that's it for today. Like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube
You're getting it.
to our YouTube channel, and also follow us on Instagram down there, and anywhere that you listen to this podcast. Also share and make any comments. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.